Streaming live now on News8000.com. You're watching WKBT La Crosse. This is News 8 Now, this weekend.
Right now at 10, Fishability. A local Lions Club is making fishing accessible for kids with disabilities. Good evening and thank you for watching News 8 Now this weekend. I'm Michael Germain. Today, the community gathered to send off local royalty to compete in the Miss Wisconsin competition. Emma Garrison started competing in Miss America competitions when she was 19, and last year she was crowned 2023 Miss La Crosse Oktoberfest. After 15 local competitions in 4 years, she is finally getting her chance to compete for Miss Wisconsin in Oshkosh. She says it's a dream come true to take part in the pageant.
There's no words to describe the gratitude that I feel. Having my parents drive down, just having everyone that I love here to support me and encourage me, something 12-year-old Emma would have dreamed about. And now finally being able to live my dream, I just praise God.
If Emma is able to claim the title of Miss Wisconsin, she will then compete in the Miss America pageant on January 14th. Today, the people of the Coulee region celebrated the first ever Coulee Pride. The LGBTQ Coalition of the Coulee region hosted the event at Cameron Park, which featured a dance parade, karaoke, and over 30 vendors. They say they decided to host the event due to the community's request for more local pride celebrations in the area. Board members of the coalition say the event helps bring the community together.
I think my favorite part is that everybody seems to be having fun. And everybody's going back and forth and going to all the booths and eating and singing, and it's just fun, and that's what we wanted to see.
They added that the coalition is looking for donations to raise money to open a physical location. If you're looking to support, you can reach out to them at their website at lgbtqcoalition.com. The Franciscan Sisters of Perpetual Adoration is celebrating 175 years of prayer, witness, and service. The FSPA story began in modern-day Germany in the late 1840s when a pastor, his associate, and 12 lay Franciscans, 5 men and 7 women, decided to travel to America to provide Christian education to immigrants. As part of today's celebration, they're able to share their charism and presence with the pilgrims on the Eucharistic pilgrimage to Indianapolis. For over 140 years, they've been praying nonstop for the residents of La Crosse and everyone they minister to. They founded Viterbo University in what is now Mayo Health System, bringing healing and education to the city and county of La Crosse.
As we celebrate our 175 years of founding, we're also really celebrating our connectedness with all of creation and how we honor all of creation and our part in honoring creation.
FSPA, along with 2 other congregations, are celebrating their common heritage today because they share the same founders.
Well, good evening, folks. I'm meteorologist Buddy Reeves. We had some shower activity that moved across the area this morning that did give way to mostly to partly cloudy skies, and temperatures actually rebounded nicely as we head on into the afternoon. Take a look at the high temperatures across the region today. 73 in La Crosse, 73 in Eau Claire, but look down towards Dubuque and Madison. They were only in the 60s today, and that is because of the cloud cover and rain that did occur through most of the day. But overall here across the La Crosse area, it was a rather nice day. Now, the bottom line for tomorrow is you will have a breezy Sunday, but it will be rather nice with temperatures in the 70s. Your Monday is looking good too with sunny skies and temperatures in the 70s. And then we watch some storm chances as we head on into your Tuesday afternoon and Tuesday evening. But planning your day for tomorrow, look for temperatures to start out at around 56, 57 degrees with plenty of sunshine. Getting up to 70 degrees by your noon hour and then topping out at around 77 degrees. So it's definitely going to feel warm tomorrow, albeit a little bit breezy. And then taking a look at the 7 to 10 day forecast, we will start warming up as we head into the following week with temperatures in the 80s, but we'll talk more about that in Maine weather.
Thank you for that, Buddy. Riverside Park kicked off the 11th Art Spire event, which is put on by the Pump House Regional Arts Center. The event is a celebration of the arts, with an effort to represent every form, including music, dance, visual arts, and performance. Over 60 art vendors were present this year, allowing people to check out everything on display and even purchase it. The event manager at the Pump House says everyone should have access to art.
It's something that oftentimes gets rid of in school districts, so we want to make sure everyone is able to not only see different kinds of art, but also to participate.
She emphasizes their dedication to supporting artists who make a living from their craft. And over 5,000 people attended the event.
Are you in the house?
When you think of a typical sport, you probably don't think about log rolling. The 23rd annual Lacrosse Open Log Rolling Tournament was originally scheduled to be held at Pettibone Park, but due to flooding, it was moved to Chad Erickson Memorial Park. 2 separate tournaments were held. The amateur event began at 10 a.m., followed by the professional tournament at 1 p.m. The tournament featured some of the top professional rollers in the world, including the 5-time Women's World Champion. With over 15 professionals competing, one participant we spoke with says that not only is it a great workout, but also a fun challenge.
People fall in love with it right away because they're always motivated to just get maybe 1 or 2 seconds longer. A lot of people on their first day of log rolling can only stay on for 1 or 2 seconds. So these kids that you see behind me log rolling today are exceptionally skilled and talented, and they've worked really hard to get to where they're at today.
The amateur division is for anyone under 18 years old, with a separate amateur adult division as well. The professional division consists of individuals age 16 and older who have been log rolling for a long time. The weather didn't stop folks from hitting the green this morning. Big Brothers Big Sisters, the Seven Rivers region, hosted their 2nd annual Golf for Kids' Sake fundraiser. The organization focuses on creating life-changing relationships for children and youth who face adversity. Today's outing featured team awards, fun hole prizes, and a raffle. The executive director of Big Brothers Big Sisters says they had no concerns about the weather.
You know what? It's Wisconsin weather. It's not going to affect us diehard golfers. I golf barefoot, so it doesn't matter to me. We're going to go out. We're going to have a great time, rain or sunshine.
The entry fee for each team was $275. More than 20 teams competed. Proceeds from the event supported one-to-one mentoring programs, reaching their goal of $15,000. And the rain wasn't stopping the 10th annual Fishability Kids Fishing Tournament either. For a decade, Lions District 27D2 has hosted the tournament, making fishing more accessible to children aged 5 to 18 that have disabilities that limit their time outdoors. They decided to host the event at the Genoa National Fish Hatchery due to it having a wheelchair accessible fishing ramp and the additional fish. The hatchery's manager said he hopes the tournament might encourage the kids to pick up fishing.
Fishing's literally accessible. There's a lot of lakes, a lot of rivers and stuff like that where anybody can fish. So this is maybe just planting a seed in those kids that, hey, we can get out and go fishing too.
21 kids came out today despite the rainy conditions, and every one of them went home with a free hat and maybe even a rainbow trout dinner. Coming up on News 8, 4 Israeli hostages were rescued from central Gaza today, and President Biden is welcoming them home. The latest when we return.
Regular prices. This Leslie Sopa on sale. Get up to 30% off regular prices. This Leslie Sopa is just $9.99, and this Spindrift dining set is $12.99. Get savings throughout the showroom during the summer sale at Home Furniture.
At Taco John's, we've got beef with other places that start with frozen beef. That's why we start with only 100% American never frozen beef, simmered in our signature spice blend. Say no to thaw and yes to 100% American beef at Taco John's.
Are you looking for a high-paying career without any experience? Chart Industries has the opportunity you've been waiting for. Starting wage $30 per hour, highest pay in the area, guaranteed 40 hours, and so much more. If you are making less than $60,000 and want a healthy work-life balance, apply at jobs.chartindustries.com today. That's jobs.chartindustries.com.
When migraine strikes, do you question the trade-offs of treating? Ubrelvy is another option. It works fast to eliminate migraine pain. Do not take with strong CYP3A4 inhibitors. Allergic reactions to Ubrelvy can happen. Most common side effects were nausea and sleepiness. Ask about Ubrelvy.
During the summer patio sale at Home Seasonal Concepts, get up to 40% off regular prices on porch and patio purchases, like this 6-piece patio dining set for just $18.89. Summer patio sale going on now at Home Seasonal Concepts.
Thank you for watching News 8 Now. Expect more.
Today, President Biden welcomed news of the Israeli hostages' safe rescue and return to their families. The president spoke in Paris during today's state visit to France, a day of ceremonies and celebration. CBS's Ed O'Keefe has the latest.
A day of pomp, with a formal military procession through the streets of Paris. And tonight, a glitzy state dinner at the Élysée Palace, including invited guests like Pharrell Williams and Salma Hayek. But for President Biden and French President Emmanuel Macron, encouraging news of a hostage rescue in Gaza bolsters their case for peace.
We won't stop working until all the hostages come home and a ceasefire is reached. That is essential.
The U.S. and France are pushing Israel and Hamas to agree to a ceasefire and hostage swap deal. But unlike the U.S., France supports the International Criminal Court's arrest warrants for Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu and leaders of Hamas for war crimes.
It's good to see you.
On Ukraine, the leaders are providing some of the strongest support to Volodymyr Zelensky's war against Russia.
We see eye to eye on this war raging in Ukraine.
The United States is standing strong with Ukraine. We're standing with our allies, and we're standing with France.
The president on Friday announced another $225 million in aid to Ukraine. Air defense equipment, armored vehicles, and anti-tank weapons. This week, Macron announced plans for France to send Ukraine fighter jets, and French troops continue training Ukrainian soldiers. But Macron hasn't ruled out deploying French troops into Ukraine, something Mr. Biden, so far at least, refuses to do. Saturday's meetings came after 2 days of commemoration of D-Day, putting the president on the world stage to tout American power and democracy at a time he's concerned about it at home.
I simply refuse to believe that America's greatness is a thing of the past.
And while he hasn't drawn explicit comparisons to likely Republican opponent Donald Trump, Mr. Biden's reelection campaign has, by raising doubts about Trump's commitment to national security and veterans in recent digital advertising. I'm Ed O'Keefe in Paris, where the president's been honoring veterans and toasting America's oldest ally.
And meanwhile, the war in Ukraine is finishing up their most deadly month in almost a year. That's according to the UN Human Rights Mission there. More than 170 civilians were killed last month, about 30% more than in April, and close to 700 were injured. The increase is blamed on the growing number of strikes in the Kharkiv region, where Moscow launched a new offensive last month. Coming up on News 8, New York is passing 2 new bills allowing parents to restrict their children's internet use. This as a new study reveals the effects internet addiction on the brains of children.
I'm Tammy Baldwin, and I approve this message.
I'm 82. 86.
90 years young.
Eric Hovde thinks people like us shouldn't be able to vote.
If you're in a nursing home, you only have 5-6 month life expectancy. Almost nobody in a nursing home is in a point to vote.
Son, I've served this country. I think I can handle a ballot.
What a jerk.
Eric Hovde, I'm fully aware of whom I'm voting for, and it won't be you.
Beat the heat with the coldest prices around at Black River Furniture Outlet. Reimagine your living room with new upholstery. Choose from Ashley, Catnapper, Bestcraft, or Best Home Furnishings and find the perfect seat for you. Sleeper and easy sofas available. Stop in and upgrade your mattress to a new hybrid, foam, or cooling gel bed and sleep comfortable this summer. Get your deck outfitted with our new Poly Outdoor. Bottom prices on top quality fan back, rollback, and swivel gliders. Love seats, pub seats, and accent tables available. Celebrating 30 years of community and business. Black River Furniture Outlet, Black River Falls.
Pilgrims is growing, and we want you to be part of a successful, stable, and safe company. We're offering higher wages and more pay incentives than ever before. Stop into our recruitment office any day to apply, or walk in on Wednesdays for an immediate interview. Help us feed the world while we provide you a safe work environment, stable and essential employment, and steady pay. Apply at pilgrims.com today or anytime at 502 West Main Street, Arcadia, Wisconsin.
How will you reward yourself with the benefits you'll get from Riverbank's Rewards Checking? A morning pick-me-up, a leisurely round, a special dinner, or an evening pause. This checking account comes with 3.04 annual percentage yield. There's also a refund for foreign ATM transaction fees. Stop in to one of the convenient locations or visit online to learn more about Riverbank's Rewards Checking. Riverbank, local banking made simple. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
It's hard to explain what this feels like. Moving piles of earth, towing up to 4,000 pounds, cutting millions of blades of grass. We could keep trying to put it into words, but nothing compares to experiencing it for yourself. You just have to get in the seat.
Conquer every task on your list. Visit Tractor Central, take a seat, and see for yourself why nothing runs like a deer. Start now at TractorCentral.com.
Is it time for new windows or doors? Contact the company who has done the research for you. The best windows and doors installed by the best people. Clear Choice Window and Home Solutions.
The news continues on News 8 Now. Expect more.
2 bills to protect children online have passed both chambers of the New York State Legislature. The measures are designed to restrict minors' access to certain social media feeds, as well as prohibit websites from collecting and sharing minors' data without consent. Parents will also be able to set limits on their kids' use of digital platforms at certain times of day and control app notifications that can hook users. Governor Kathy Hochul says this is a historic step. She says the hope is the legislation will create a safer digital environment as well as address the mental health crisis in today's youth. And speaking of kids on the internet, new research from University College London reveals that adolescents diagnosed with internet addiction undergo brain changes that can fuel even more addictive behavior. The study also finds internet addiction can harm mental health, social relationships, academics, and career prospects. Researchers encourage young people to limit their internet usage. Well, warm and sunny conditions here in La Crosse today. Let's send it over to meteorologist Buddy Reeves for a check of our weekend weather forecast.
Well, good evening again, folks. I'm meteorologist Buddy Reeves. We had some shower activity this morning that gave way to mostly to partly cloudy skies, and temperatures actually rebounded nicely into the lower 70s. I have good news in store for you for your Sunday. We are expected to stay dry and mild. Take a look at the bottom line for your Sunday. Look for a nice Sunday. It will be rather breezy. We could have winds upwards of 25 miles per hour gusts, but overall it should be a perfect Sunday. And then on your Monday, starting off the work week, should be pretty good with just partly cloudy skies and mild temperatures. And then we turn our attention to those storm chances that return by Tuesday, which could impact some of your afternoon commute on your Tuesday. But taking a look at future tracks, starting out at 6:30 tomorrow morning, not many clouds in the sky. Temperatures are going to be around the middle 50s here in La Crosse, 54 in Eau Claire and 52 in Marshfield. As we head on into your Sunday around lunchtime, look for temperatures approaching 70 degrees in the La Crosse area, 66 in Eau Claire and 63 in Marshfield. We will have some scattered clouds as we head on into the afternoon, and then around 5 o'clock around dinner time, look for temperatures to be around 70 degrees here in La Crosse and 64 in Marshfield. And as we head on into your Sunday night and beginning your work week on your Monday, look for temperatures around lunchtime on your Monday to get around 69 degrees. We should top out in the lower 70s on your Monday, but again, the primary thing is it's going to be clear, and we shouldn't have any precipitation until we move on into your Tuesday. Now, if some of you are concerned with the Mississippi River levels here across the area, the only major concern is Wabasha, where they are seeing a current stage of 12.08 feet. They are in a minor flood stage situation where it will crest at around 12.50 feet. But if you're looking at La Crosse and Lake City, we're seeing no issues with any flooding, but we do have those rising rivers that are occurring, but we should not see any flood stages for anything outside of Wabasha, Minnesota. The rain chances for the rest of the week, we've gotten through the rain chances on your Saturday. The next chances on Tuesday night, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. And looking at the extended period, as we warm up, we will see those chances of showers and thunderstorms increase. 10-day future track precipitation. We could see in the next 10 days 1.5 to 2 inches of rain in La Crosse and 3/4 to an inch in the Marshfield area. And taking a look at the 8 to 14-day temperature outlook, it is going to warm up, and that is reflected in the 7 to 10-day forecast. Tomorrow is going to be 77 degrees and breezy, but then look at the temperatures as we head on into the middle and end part of next week. Temperatures are going to get up into the 80s, and with those temperatures getting up into the 80s, we will see an increase in chances of thunderstorms, and those humidity values will continue to rise as well.
Coming up in sports, a come-from-behind win for the Brewers. Plus, the Onalaska girls soccer team was playing for a spot in the state tournament. Kate has the highlights after the break.
News 8 Now Sports is brought to you by Ho Chunk Gaming Wisconsin, with 6 locations of fun.
Here's to the farm and fleet dads, the ones who work hard to get the job done right, the ones who take pride in what they do and take the time to pass it on. This Father's Day, get your dad a gift he'll love, like men's Carhartt Force Gear, 25% off. 80-count Victor Allen's brew cups, just $20.99. $60 off this DeWalt shop stool with casters, $99.99. And save $40 on a DeWalt 6-gallon wet or dry vac, $79.99.
Find value at Burns Farm and Fleet.
A storm damage message from Knutson Roofing. If the roof on your home, business, church, or school was damaged by recent storms, call your local roof repair expert, Knutson Roofing at 715-ROOFING. Trust a local company with thousands of references to fix your roof, not the drive-through town companies that show up after a storm. Knutson Roofing. Local, dependable. Did we say local? Call 715-ROOFING today.
Now's the time to get a great deal on taking care of your property. You need the #1 selling subcompact tractor in the U.S. so you can do it all and do it right. Z-Series mowers that deliver a quality cut, and Sidekick utility vehicles where durability meets speed. Right now, bring home select Kubota equipment for 0 down, 0% APR for up to 60 months, plus save up to $1,050.
Visit any of your local Johnson Tractor dealerships in Menominee, Baldwin, Osseo, and Arcadia.
Don't let banking be stressful. Union State Bank is a family-owned bank at the forefront of technology. Our mobile app lets you manage your finances on your time. Deposit a check, pay bills, manage your debit card, transfer funds, and receive real-time alerts. We bring banking to the palm of your hand so you can easily track your account wherever life takes you. At one of our locations or on the go, Union State Bank puts you first. Union State Bank, where customers and community come first. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Covering all of the exciting action from your community, here's News 8 Now Sports with Kate Overton.
It was a big afternoon for the Onalaska girls soccer team as they look to become just the second Wisconsin team from our area to make it to the state tournament. They enter the day with 15 wins, 3 ties, 0 losses. A great season regardless, but a trip to the state tournament would be the cherry on top. Altoona High School, the host for this one, Onalaska, the home team, up against River Falls. Hilltoppers with a good look early on. Amaya Tessing with an open look, but it's going to hit the post, and this one remains scoreless. A few minutes later, Mallory Megan with a free kick, a great look, but it's into the hands of the keeper. This one stays at zeros, and then River Falls would find an opening. Kaylin Jalowitz crossing it into Krayley Walker, gets some space and sends it into the back of the net for the first goal of the match. It's 1-0 Wildcats. The score would remain that way for a while. Hilltoppers trying to get back into it, but Eleanor Adams was a wall for River Falls. And then with just seconds on the clock, Megan with one last free kick, but that one's into the hands of the keeper as River Falls advances to state 1-0 over Onalaska, who suffers just their first loss of the season. Heartbreak for the Hilltoppers. Wisconsin track and field action wrapped up last week, but over in Minnesota, the Caledonia boys squad and the Winona Cotter girls team both took home first place in the team scores, and the Cotter boys also took second behind Caledonia. So a big shout out to all those teams as they wrapped up action from St. Michael Albertville High School. And over in Madison, the Aquinas boys tennis team competing at Team Tennis State, but the Blue Gold's run came up a little short as they got swept to Brookfield Academy in the semifinals. No shame in that, as Brookfield would go on to win the entire thing, beating Notre Dame Academy in the finals. And that leaves just the state baseball tournament next week as the last remaining spring sport before we turn our attention to the summer. A big part of that will be the Milwaukee Brewers, who have been red hot over the last month. Now, they did just get swept by the Phillies, but they're already going for another series win over the Tigers. Let's go to Comerica Park. Brewers 37-26 on the year, and Yelich wants another win. With a man on, singles into right field, that scores a run. Milwaukee takes an early lead, but trouble in the second, already with 2 runs across, and Mark Canha lines one out to right field. 1 run scores. The throw into third gets away from the defense into the dugout, make that 4-1 Detroit. But the Brewers would come back, now down 1, and with runners at the corners, Jackson Chourio gets one into the left field gap. 1 run scores. Perkins got to try to score from first. The throw not in time. Brewers take the lead, and that was the difference maker in this one. Milwaukee wins 5-4. Staying in the division, the Cubs taking on the Reds first inning. Dansby Swanson lines one into left field. That scores Cody Bellinger. Cubs take an early lead, but the Reds would come back. Now tied at 1, and TJ Friedel got to give the Reds the lead. He sends a solo shot to right as Cincinnati runs away with it. 4-3. Interleague play for the Twins. They're taking on the Pirates. Not a lot of offense today for Minnesota. 2 on in the third, but Trevor Larnach going to ground into a double play. They don't get any runs. And then in the 7th, a man on for Jose Miranda, and that's another double play. We're still scoreless, but former Brewer Rowdy Tellez is going to put a change to that. Nobody on, sends one to deep center field, and it's gone. A solo shot. The Pirates, they'd go on to win that one 4-0. Loggers, they win again on the road up in Green Bay, taking the win 3-2 over the Rockers, and that brings their season record to 8-4 on the year. They've got another road game tomorrow before coming back to Copeland Park on Monday. And the Stanley Cup Finals officially underway. The Oilers trying to bring the cup back to Canada, but a rough start to the series as Florida Panthers take Game 1 3-0. Game 2 set for Monday. And the NBA Finals continue tomorrow evening. Boston took Game 1. We'll see if Luka Doncic and the Dallas Mavericks can bounce back. That's all for sports. We'll be right back.
Hey, Dominic here, and I want to show you how easy it is to make a great barbecue sauce. We'll start by taking a half a cup of ketchup, and we'll mix in 1 tablespoon of barbecue seasoning spice. For Sloppy Joe's, brown 1 pound of ground meat with a medium chopped onion and drain. Use the barbecue sauce with a half cup water added, add to the brown meat, and simmer for 15 minutes. Be sure to get your barbecue spice pleasing and 35 other blends at Pleasing Outlet Store on Ward Avenue, La Crosse. Perfect for a party.
At River Valley Remodelers, we know that the bathroom is the most personal space in your house. That's why we don't come in with preconceived ideas or cookie-cutter installs. We'll sit down and talk with you about your needs and dreams. Whether it's a tub or shower or an entire bathroom design, we'll take the time to talk with you and get things just the way you want it. For a limited time, get a free shower door or a color upgrade with your shower purchase. So let's talk about the most personal room in your house. River Valley Remodelers. Improve your home, build our community.
It's held over up to 60% off list prices
on hundreds of items at the huge memorial sale at Slumberland Furniture.
Incredible deals like this great-looking reclining sofa with power, just $727, or a great wicker sectional for spring, just $899. How about a comfy recliner with lots of storage? And so much more. But hurry, it ends soon. Up to 60% off list
at the huge memorial sale at Slumberland Furniture. Do not miss this one.
Craving authentic Mexican flavors? Look no further than Señor Villa. At Señor Villa, we bring the taste of Mexico to your table every day. Join us for our unbeatable $5 lunch specials packed with flavor and value. And don't miss our nightly specials where the fiesta never ends. Señor Villa, where great food meets great value. Visit us today. Señor Villa, the taste of Mexico you've been craving.
When migraine strikes, do you question the trade-offs of treating? Ubrelvy is another option. It works fast to eliminate migraine pain. Do not take with strong CYP3A4 inhibitors. Allergic reactions to Ubrelvy can happen. Most common side effects were nausea and sleepiness. Ask about Ubrelvy.
Just one kiss
With Reynolds Wrap, cooking becomes so easy, you can feel like the chef of your kitchen. Easy prep, easy cook, easy clean. Reynolds Wrap.
Do dogs talk? If you have one, you'd probably argue your loving companion speaks to you in a language only you understand. But now a researcher at UT Arlington is trying to prove it by studying the language of your furry friend. Reporter Nicole Nielsen has more.
We might be one step closer to finding out.
You can see that they all sound very similar, and they're used at about the same context.
Kenny Zhu is a professor of computer science at the University of Texas at Arlington, who is dedicated to uncoding the mystified language of man's best friend.
I've been fascinated by how intelligent they are, and I was always wonder whether they actually have language.
He's currently using machine learning to translate dog sounds in phonetic representations and eventually words. He showed me how it works.
Yeah. So you can listen to each and every one of the phonemes. So this spectrogram actually shows you the frequency and their strength.
By collecting barks from different sources and stripping away other noises, he then catalogs the sounds and segments them into pieces like syllables and assigns each a symbol similar to our alphabet. The project is legit and backed by a 3-year, $483,000 grant. He says the answers couldn't be more important to the future of understanding and communicating with all animals we coexist with.
It boils down to, facilitate better communication, better understanding between different species, and ultimately we just want to have a better world.
So far, he's transcribed about 10 hours worth of barks into meaning. He's found dogs in different parts of the world speak differently too.
Indeed, we are still in a very early stage of the research. There's going to be a lot of challenges.
Only the beginning of the discoveries to come. In Arlington, Nicole Nielsen, CBS News, Texas.
One final check of your forecast when we return.
It's the summer sale at Home Furniture. Everything is on sale. Get up to 30% off regular prices. This Leslie sofa is just $9.99, and this Spindrift dining set is $12.99. Get savings throughout the showroom during the summer sale at Home Furniture.
You're thinking about new windows and doors. I've been thinking about new windows and doors for over 40 years. You're thinking about the best window at the best price. I'm thinking about the best window at the best price for you. The best quality, installed by professional installers at a fair price. If you're planning new windows and doors, you owe it to yourself to contact the Board Store Home Improvements for a prompt free estimate. You'll be glad you did. Contact us today.
Pilgrims is growing, and we want you to be part of a successful, stable, and safe company. We're offering higher wages and more pay incentives than ever before. Stop into our recruitment office any day to apply, or walk in on Wednesdays for an immediate interview. Help us feed the world while we provide you a safe work environment, stable and essential employment, and steady pay. Apply at pilgrims.com today or anytime at 502 West Main Street, Arcadia, Wisconsin.
Today I'm joined by Hetty Brown with CooleyCap, and she's going to be talking with us about how they support the community.
We do that by working one-on-one with individuals, but we also develop programs and services that work to address economic security and vitality for the entire region. We have served over 1 million people. We want to be there for our neighbors when they need us, but we also want to create a reality where fewer people have to rely on us.
If you'd like to learn more, you can visit CooleyCap.org.
News 8 Now and Dairyland Power Cooperative present the Community Calendar.
Join us for the Deke Slayton Air Fest at the La Crosse Regional Airport, featuring the Blue Angels, F-22 Raptor demo team, and much more. Experience this exciting combination of air and ground-based activities. Moontunes, the summer concert series, returns to Riverside Park, Thursdays at 5:30 p.m. Enjoy a wide variety of music during this family-friendly concert series.
For more information on these events, or if you'd like to submit an event, visit news8000.com.
During the summer patio sale at Home Seasonal Concepts, get up to 40% off regular prices on porch and patio purchases, like this 6-piece patio dining set for just $18.89. Summer patio sale going on now at Home Seasonal Concepts.
The 8000 Plus app. Stream on your time.
Be beautiful with temperatures in the upper 70s. It will be rather breezy tomorrow with winds getting upwards of 20 to 25 mile per hour gusts. But then look at the extended forecast. We start to warm up into the 80s, and along with that warm up, we have increasing humidity and increasing chance of showers and thunderstorms.
We're talking about that dog story. I always knew my dog was trying to tell me something when he's barking all the time.
He's probably just saying, maybe take me for a walk, or can I get some more food?
Probably.
Well, we want to thank you for joining us. We'll see you tomorrow night.